What type of house would you expect if you combine the minds of a former Wallabies captain with that of one of Brisbane's top architects? On top of that, it's built by the Greyer brothers. Well, I'm about to show you. Hey Steve, how are you, mate?
G'day Michael, good mate, how are you?
Mate, thanks for having us. For the past 12 months, you've been building your family home and this is the result. Looks fantastic, how'd it go?
Yeah, great mate, come take a look.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, you've already won me over with that entry. They're my three favourite building materials is brick, concrete and timber. And then coming up the stairs, we're greeted with this. This is amazing. This is open plan living to the extreme.
Yeah, that was the one big thing I think we asked Tim Stewart, the architect. We wanted to keep this middle level really open so that you could make use of the space and also the view front and back. So we're really pleased with how that turned out, and we certainly spend a lot of time in this part of the house.
And it really has got that Tim Stewart trademark with the timber, use of timber throughout this whole level. You've got it on the walls, you've got it on the floors, you've got it on the ceiling. It looks great.
Yeah, thanks. And I think the spotted gum particularly, very durable. It looks quite natural. You know, we've got Mount Cootha behind us and we wanted something that would really blend into the landscape, and the wood really works well for that.
And of course, you've teamed up with Greyer Constructions. We filmed a number of their houses. They do amazing work.
Yeah, they've been excellent right from the start. And I think that's a really important part of building, is having a good relationship with your architect and builder early on, set the expectations, good communication through the process, and Rob and Andrew did a terrific job with that, and we're really pleased with the result.
The block in particular, it's not that wide, it's quite difficult. How did your design get around that?
Yeah, well, we really wanted the block to run back to front, you know, so have that look right through the house and not really too much on the sides. As you say, it is a narrow block, so we wanted all people's eyes when they walk up here to be directed out and back. So I think we achieved that. Keeping the staircases along the side of the building is a big part of that, and keeping that middle level nice and open and flowing.
And what I love most about this design is you haven't got that many windows on either side of the house, which makes sense because all you're going to see is neighbours, but you've got this amazing door, which is the full width of the house. It's just so smart. And of course, every house needs a void. This is a hero.
Yeah, it's great. It certainly draws people attention. It brings plenty of light in during the day, and I think it does its job really well. I often think I could have had a little office up there, but I think the void's a better option.
One of the first things that struck me walking into the house is this amazing brick wall. It goes the full width of the house and full height.
Yeah, that was a big challenge for the builder. I think they took it on, and Tim integrated it from the start into the design, and that was always going to be the plan, to have a big brick wall there. And I think the outcome's really good. It doesn't stand out too much, but it's still got some texture and some detail that people recognise it, and that's what we wanted. And particularly at night with the lights, the down lights above, it gives a really nice context to the house.
And we see a lot of people using brick in its natural form like that a lot more now. And I think personally it's because it's durable. You know, that's going to look like that in 30 years' time.
Yeah, it's classic. It's hard wearing. Our kids are up and down those stairs non-stop all the time, and it really takes that kind of traffic really well. And we've also used it out the back as well on the path, you know. So there's many different ways you can integrate brick into your house, and I think we've done a good job here of having it inside and outside the home, and we're really happy with what it's produced.
And you've also managed to fit in a little bit of grass out the back there for the footy practice, I assume?
Yeah, that's right. We've got soccer balls and rugby balls, and they spend a little bit of time over in the neighbours' yards as well, but generally they make their way back, and it's great to have that actually. And sometimes you only need a little area, because when they're young, it's easy to contain, and they have a great time out there, so we're really happy to have that little space.
Well, Steve, this is where it's at. How good is that view of the city?
Yeah, it's great. It's very lucky to have that. I think it's a really big part of the house and the feel of the house, and that's always something we wanted to make full use of.
I'm blown away by the design elements in this place. I mean, you've got this amazing bridge that comes across to this bedroom, but all the timber design throughout the place is just amazing. And your bathrooms too, like you haven't gone over the top with the tile selections, but they're still stunning.
Yeah, there's pretty simple, and we wanted to keep that throughout the whole house with the colour palette and things like that. Was pretty earthy and natural colours, and just use it in a simple way, but just keep it consistent.
All right, mate, well, I'm keen to have a look at this outdoor area because from the inside it looks great.
Let's have a look, mate.
All right, too easy. What I'm loving about this room is that timber ceiling, because there are some cold surfaces. You've got your concrete floor, you've got your tile here, but that does a lot to soften the whole area.
Yeah, I think we really tried to bring the timber and the concrete together throughout the house, and this is the part of the house where we really live openly. You know, we often have the doors open, the kids are outside, someone might be inside, and it does bring it together well, and also integrates the brick outside as well.
And let's talk about your use of brick. You've got this amazing arch here, but you've also, higher, you've got some design elements. You haven't laid it just flat.
Yeah, I think we were big on that, and you see around the pool as well, there's some little brick detail and the pathway, so Tim did a great job in integrating the brick out here. I particularly like the archway. I think that's a really nice detail because a lot of the rest of the house is straight lines, and I think from a design point of view, that's a really nice part of the house.
And just standing here, you really do get a sense of how that house opens up. Like you can look straight through from your backyard to the city.
Yeah, I think the window at the front really frames the city well from the back of the house, and that's something that I didn't think would happen at the start, but it's pretty cool now that you can see that from anywhere in the house. So that's been good, and I think right from the start we were very keen to have that flow and that view right through from back to front, and likewise if you're at the front of the house you can see right through to the back. So that was a big part of the design process.
I've got to say, I'm quite surprised that an ex-rugby star has such a design eye. You seem to know a lot about it.
Yeah, thanks. I think during the journey you learn a lot about everything that's involved, and I think right from the start, from the design and the build, I stayed pretty across it. And the other thing I would say is these days with TV and social media and everything that's available, it's so accessible to everyone, and I certainly learnt a lot from watching TV shows and looking at social media. So we had great support as well from our builder and our architect and everyone that was involved in the project, and when it's your own home, I think it makes it extra special. So very happy with the outcome.
Well, mate, you should be proud. What a fantastic result, and thanks for showing me through.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming.